Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? So, look, I was going to get on here and give full blown out content and assessments and all that other shit to the situation at hand. But then I realized, for what? It's no point. It's really not. Sometimes it's just a dead end, and it is what it is. If people want to misunderstand you, they're going to be misunderstood. If they want to flip your words, they're going to stick to their narrative. So it's no point in coming on here trying to explain yourself or over explain yourself. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to speak on it, and I'm going to explain to Read the Heart why she feels the way that she feels right now. I remember the last official day that she was on here, which is when she did the interview with Miss Kwani, and I will never forget that day. I'll never forget that day because I learned a lot. Sunday night, I was doing homework, and I took a break, and I was like, oh, okay. I saw the interview was on, and I had no idea about it, and I cut it on, and I'm guessing maybe I caught the last 12, 11 minutes. And by the time I tapped into the live and into the interview, it was right at the part where Reed asked Miss Kwani, do you want to take some questions from the comment section? And also, Sir King would like to know if he can come on to the platform. And Miss Kwani was like, for what? He can ask questions just like everybody else. He's no different. I don't like him. So I was like, oh shit, it's getting good. So Reed asked a question from the comment section, and Miss Kwani began to answer it. And in the middle of her answer, Reed just pops up on the screen. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm late. Maybe there was an agreement or a bet made. If I get 300 in the chat or over 300, I'll go ahead and show my face. It was nothing out of the norm to me, because at that point, I felt as though she saw herself and she knew what she was doing, even though she's never done this before. But nothing surprises me on YouTube, in the special sector of all sectors anymore. So I'm like, okay, sis took her wig off. She's like, fuck it. She don't care. She's showing her face. It is what it is. That's what's up. Because I don't give a fuck what nobody on here tell you. When the wig comes off, you either rocking the TWA, which is a teeny weeny afro, a nappy ass snatchback ponytail, or some straight backs. You got the Cleos in your hair to set it off. So, seeing her was like seeing any other female I see with the wig off. Hell, it was a mirror. So I wasn't tripping. It didn't hit me the way that it hit everybody else. Next thing I know, my phone is vibrating all over the place. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on tonight? And then I'm seeing all these pictures. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Now, after Reed was aware of the fact that she was visible to us, she didn't stop the interview. She didn't turn it off. She proceeded to stand up, walk away, turn back around, adjust the chair, go back down the hall, grab the wig, beat the face, and then walk back to the camera and puts the wig on in our presence. So to me, that's an indication that you're not insecure, you're not ashamed, you're not embarrassed about what happened, you don't feel any type of way about it, because she was handling it so good. And I'm telling y'all, man, for the last 5 minutes of that shit, man, Reed was my fucking hero. Because nobody has ever done it like this before. I was like, damn, she really don't give a fuck. So, due to the fact that I'd been in the bushes for about 2 months, I didn't want to burst out and just put a comment in the comment section on the live. I was like, nah, I'm going to wait till it's over, and then I'll come back and put something on the regular, standard comment section, old school. So when it was over, I came back. I leave my comment. I realized that I got too excited. I had a typo, and I had to come back on to correct it. When I fixed it, I tried to then edit it and then put it back up, and it kept saying, it's an error, it's an error, it's an error. So I'm like, damn, is it my service? Is it me? What's going on my end? Not even thinking that the video was snatched down. Something told me, go out, come back in and try it again. And when I did, the interview was gone. The channel was gone. Incognito. At that moment, like everybody else, I knew then she didn't handle it as well as I thought she did. But because she didn't come back immediately to give a response or to let everyone know where her headspace was, we didn't know what to think. So this is the approach I took. I waited, saw what everybody was saying, and there were some people out here saying some really mean stuff. And they justified it with the fact that Reed has been talking about me for months, or she's been talking about me for years. So this is my chance to make her feel how she's been making me feel every day. And when they said that, I play devil's advocate because I can understand when you have someone who is set on you and fixed on you, and they got it in their mind that they're going to come on here and let everybody know who you are day after day after day, your feelings get hurt too. I'm not inhumane. I see both sides, period. So then I thought to myself, how I deal with pain and with less fortunate moments. I'm not even going to say embarrassment. Comedy. Comedy is a coping mechanism for a lot of people. You know, let's look at some of the greatest. Lavelle Crawford. He has done plenty of jokes about his weight and his obesity. Richard Pryor, my favorite, one of the greatest, had a substance abuse problem and would get on stage and tell jokes night after night about how he set his bed and his whole damn body on fire. Kevin Hart talks about how his father had a substance abuse problem, how they had a poverty problem, how his mother passed early in his life. And I don't like Kevin Hart. I think that he's very rehearsed and commercial. And I like that real shit, you know. So he's not my favorite comedian, but I do respect him as a man because he found a way to deal with his pain. And he turned his test into a testimony. You see what I'm saying? And he became a millionaire due to that. So I did a parody, and it was called Fuck Ducks. You know, and it was basically saying, fuck the duck of StreamYard, the logo, you know. And it was just compilations of wigs off, da-da-da-da-da, just a joke. And in the description box of that video, I said to everyone who has been caught on StreamYard bare that there needs to be a wig off challenge. And when I said that, it was misunderstood that I was gearing that towards the people that have been seen with their hair off or whatever the case. But that wasn't it. I was saying the wig off challenge needs to be for the ones who are talking shit about y'all. But there are some people on here who are used to being the designated victim. They didn't see it as me speaking to other people. They saw me coming at them for some reason. Whatever. And then a few days later, I get this wild ass email, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, throwing shade and da-da-da-da-da, that wasn't cute, bop, 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 bop. You know, I'm not going to get into it, and I'm not going to tell who sent it because I don't do that. I haven't been known for getting on here snitching on a rack of people. You know what I'm saying? Especially not when it comes to them bringing information to me. Y'all know that's not my style. So when I heard that Reed was on here today, I was like, okay, let me try to find this video to see what she's saying. I would like to know where her headspace is after all this bullshit. And I heard her say that I saw a lot of videos from people who don't fuck with me, from people who pretended like they fuck with me, and that was really kind of fucked up, you know. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't know if that was including myself in that second category because of the parody that I did. But when I did that parody, it wasn't to throw shade. It was to soften the blow and let her know shit happens to every motherfucking body. Everybody. Ain't nobody on here perfect. You know? So that wasn't my way of being like, aha, bitch. No. Not my style. Not my style. But like I said, Reed, if you're listening, that Sunday night, you threw a lot of us for a loop. And if you can attest to this, please tell me down in the comment section, because like I said, the only indication that we got that this woman was bothered was after her channel was gone. And then, you know what? Ness no mess. She broke it down in such a way that I could really understand what was going on. And that's when I started to second guess myself, because she showed the video and she zoomed in and the audio was jumping. The first time that I saw it, and when I saw it live, I didn't hear Phi Babe in the background. I didn't know that she was doing an interview while watching her arch enemy and on the phone at the same damn time. I had no idea. And then there were other little things that she pointed out. Eye contact, wordplay, you know, even down to the point where she asked Kwani if she was okay. Ness considered that as reverse psychology tactics. And when she said it, I was just like, damn. You know, like, I catch it all. So I was really surprised that I didn't see that the first time, you know. And I don't know, y'all. It made me feel away. It really did make me feel away. And then once I found out that I was actually taken out of context, I felt even more of a way. Like I said, I don't want to dwell on it because it's over, you know. And honestly, you know, no shade thrown, I'm just being real. I thought everybody was over it. I thought that people had stopped talking about it and kind of moved on, you know. They're talking about a whole lot more other stuff than this. And now it has resurfaced yet again. And it's back up. And it's again the hot topic. So Reed, remember that these people, some of these people, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but a great handful of them were not anticipating your second arrival, but they are anticipating your next downfall. And some of them are anticipating your next book. Whatever the case, mentally, do what's best for you. If you feel like you can sustain with being on here, hearing all that everyone has to say, the good, the bad, and the ugly, by all means, keep swinging. But if you feel like it's changing you, it's affecting your self-esteem, or perhaps you might want to reroute. Whatever the case, do what is best for you. I encourage everybody to do that. And also, don't fight your feelings, you know? Because like I said, you were doing so good, and then all of a sudden you just disappeared. And that gave everyone the indication that you were bothered in some shape, form, or fashion. And that's when people began to talk more, you know? So, yeah, that's my conclusion, y'all. That's my conclusion. I'm up off of here.